Oh, before you start, Elaine,
Oh man, another really amazing intention tonight. I can't thank you enough for joining me. We started by breathing together 3 times. And as we breathe in through the nose, we think the words, I am. And as we breathe out through the mouth, we think the word consciousness. And then I shared the following intention. In love and light, we hold the intention that Heidi, David, Michael, and all of us embody divine grace, welcoming in those we can support to improve their lives so we all enjoy prosperous lives. Thank you, divine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done. We like to share what we heard and what came through for each of us. Dorji, I'd love for you to start us off. What came through for you?
I had us in our circle in a big stadium of light, just all of us in an empty stadium. We were holding the intention, we were breathing it in, and we were feeling better. And as we breathed our intention in, our energy went out into the world to our family of light. And everybody knows who my family of light is. It is in the whole world, all light workers were getting healthier, feeling good, feeling cool, getting dressed and feeling good. And we were in the, we covered the whole earth. And then our all worker, light workers, all our whole family of light, we were feeling better and better, and we were getting more and more abundant, and we covered the whole earth, and we are changing it right now.
Yes, we are, Dorji. Absolutely. That's so beautiful. Thank you for bringing that in. That's really wonderful. Wow. Peggy, how about you? Could you unmute and share what your experience was like?
I saw lots of lights twinkling. The energy was quite abundant. Oh, I saw no people, which was quite different, but I saw a lot of Chinese coins sprinkling down from the heavens, which are the circles with the square in the center of them. I'm sure most of you are familiar with that. The square representing the earth with the heavens around surrounding it. And so that was very simple, and that's what was there.
That's beautiful, though. Very interesting. I got some similar stuff, so that's that's always fascinating to me. David, how about you? What came through for you?
First, I saw Archangel Michael and all the angels having open arms, welcoming all of us into divine love. Then I saw energy flowing into our grateful hearts and exiting through our hands, which symbolizes for me our actions to everyone else. And then that intensified, and I saw a divine golden sparkling light of love flowing into our crown chakras and just pouring out of our bodies to everyone else. And over all this, the angelic choir sang, celebrating the divine. And then I keep seeing this symbol. I see the refresh button arrow spinning, and that shows to me the infinite cycle of giving and receiving.
Oh, that's beautiful, David. Wow. You got some really neat stuff. Thanks so much for bringing that in. Amazing. We get it all. See, that's the beautiful thing. When we hold this intention for somebody else, we get it for ourselves. And when anybody else has that vision, gets that message, we all get that message. We all get to receive it. So, how can it get even better than this? Melly, how about you? Did anything come through for you?
Better than last week, that's for sure. Um, okay, So, I have my angels and they were going up, but while they were going up, money was coming down. A tremendous money. It was just going all over the place. And I could imagine there was people were saying, I don't know where this money is coming from. I got called and I was told that I had a refund or something like that. And they were getting, so it was in the mail, it was by email, text, whatever. People saying, I forgot that I still owed you money. So in all ways, money was coming back. I even saw some homeless people on the street and the money was coming down and people getting jobs. And it was just, it got quite loud after a while. There were so many things that were happening. And in terms of the people that I had suggested, I remember that she does seminars and she has had to turn away people because she's had a full house and wasn't able to accommodate others, and all debts have been paid. She's been getting consulting jobs and so on and so forth. So it was just really very exciting for everyone. And there was a feeling of light. There was light also, but there was a feeling of lightness and happiness, and so different from last week.
That's great, Melly. That's awesome. It's so very interesting because Peggy and David and Melly, all three, have been seeing money. I saw money too. Angela, what about you? What came through for you?
Yeah, it was interesting because it was very quiet and dark for most of the time, which is unusual for me. And I remembered what Peggy had said about connecting the abundance and helpful people areas in your home and thinking about how to do that and um, items that would be beneficial to put in those areas. And then I saw that we all had to step out of the center of this area because coins were going to start coming down and it was going to be, dangerous. So we all moved back, and then and it was like the Chinese coins, actually Japanese coins. We have little gold coins that also have a hole in the center, and all these coins were pouring down, and they're good luck. That coin is a good luck coin.
That's great. Wow. How cool, Angela. That's amazing. So interesting. Julie, how about you? What came through for you?
Oh my goodness, it's so good to see everybody. Oh, I've missed you so much. Oh, and it felt so good to be a part of this intention. And I just felt this. The word came to me was sublime energy. And I don't think I've ever used that word before, but it just felt very soft and welcoming, and just seeing the angels and everyone being so embraced by this energy. And anyway, it just felt really good. And so I'm so happy to be back and to see you all and to be in this beautiful energy of abundance. So thank you.
Absolutely. And Julie, thank you. We're delighted you're here. Your energy always makes a massive difference when we get together. So, yeah, this is fabulous. Woo. So, Ruthie, how about you? What came through for you?
Well, gosh, it was so wonderful because in concentrating on the intention that that we all welcome and we embody divine grace, I thought of how Paramahansa Yogananda and all the great masters embodied grace, and that if we could just love, embody love, then we could be able to welcome in everyone, because light doesn't, darkness cannot enter the light. So it becomes light too. So everybody that we're shining our love upon is going to be enveloped in that love. And then I saw this like not trickling down, but radiating around function that say all higher beings have. First, the ones above us that are greater than us, they get it because they're so in the presence of love of the even higher beings, that when they finally, they're going higher and higher, and as we get higher in our vibration and link to them, then all of a sudden, like, we go higher. We can't help it, but we get more of their light. And so that's what happens. We touch other people in our lives, and they start getting lighter.
Yeah. Yeah. So
and then
true.
Pretty soon they're touching lives of other people who get lighter because they're getting lighter. And everybody gets drawn up. And so it was a wonderful experience of feeling that we're all part of this bigger, I guess, voltage of light and love that we're helping to transmit.
Beautiful. I love that, Ruthie. That's fabulous. Thank you so much for bringing that in. Wow, Robin, I know you had an incredible experience too. What was yours like?
Well, sort of like, okay, well, this was kind of strange because coming after that beautiful spiritual thing that she was just saying, the first thing I could not get out of my head, that tune, It's Raining Men. So,
there's abundance in all forms, Robin.
I kept going, no, I can't. What is this for? But I don't know what to say. But it was raining money. I don't know. I was trying to get the men out of there. It was what? Okay, so angels were, to that song, to that music, just money just flowing to everybody throughout the whole universe, actually, and all kinds of light, and some angels were pushing wheelbarrows of coins and dumping them into near people, and then paper bills, and there was something else and I can't remember about the money. Anyway, just lots and lots of money, but it was to represent abundance, and it was okay. It was okay that people were getting business, their businesses were growing, and so they were getting financial rewards. But there was a caveat. In order to receive that, you have to give. And so it was all about giving, and then you receive this beautiful reward, and you give again, and you receive. And then it just, goes from one person to the next. So it became that sort of a thing, starting with It's Raining Men.
You like to keep things interesting, don't you, Robin? That's fabulous. And it's really interesting to me because I picked up on a lot of the same themes that you guys picked up on. This is really interesting. So immediately I heard we are all one, and I saw an image of the Three Musketeers, one for all and all for one, right? That whole thing. And I also heard helping others is the fastest way to help yourself. So when you want to get ahead, you make sure other people get ahead, and you're pulled into that energy. We are divine grace. We just get distracted and we forget. And that's the power of those 3 breaths, with breathing in I am and exhaling consciousness. When you do that 3 low, slow breaths, I am consciousness, it immediately puts you into that deep centered, grounded space of divine grace. And you can just linger there for a little bit and know that that is your power center. That's who you truly are. And when you go there first and you come from that space, you can't help but show up as that embodiment of divine grace. That's just who you are. So just a good reminder that we can go there anytime we want. I saw this beautiful ebb and flow of life. I saw ocean waves coming up and going out. And so often we think one direction is better than the other direction. And yet it's a part of the continuation of life. I saw moon cycles. I saw times of great prosperity and times when we are being renewed and our prosperity is being renewed. And we have to trust that that's what's going on. I saw this incredible dance circle of all of us, everybody on the planet, and all the angels. And it was kind of like they have this video game. It's a dance something, or dance off or something like that. And you have to follow the computer and it shows you where to put your feet and step and stuff. And you have to mirror what the computer's doing. And then but we were copying each other and doing these dance moves and laughing hysterically because we were having such a good time. And it didn't matter if you messed up. That was part of the fun, right? So we weren't taking it so seriously. We were just having a really good time and dancing our little butts off with the angels. I saw this incredible golden light coming down all the way through us. And I remembered something that Pam Osley told me recently. She was telling me about a practice where you imagine, you sit in silence with your eyes closed and you imagine money, paper money, floating down, and it piles up all around you. And it's just more and more and more and more money. And you use it to help other people and you use it to make a difference in your life. And you let it continually float down and continually float down and continually float down. And she said that she started that practice, and 2 days later, a guy she did not know sent her a card thanking her because he came across her website, was really impressed, and he gave her stock in his company worth $10,000. And she did not know this guy from anybody. And she told some friends of hers who really needed some money in their lives, a husband and wife, and they were really into game shows. So they started doing this practice. And a week later, the wife was invited to participate in a game show and she won $20,000. So imagine the energy coming to you and allow it to flow to you. And remember to make it fun and lighthearted, because that's what the angels really enjoy, is fun, lighthearted prosperity. And I was also reminded that prosperity is much more than just money. It's really about enjoying the little things. When you put a smile on your face, then the universe can smile back at you. Give what you want to receive. Put it in the mirror. I've been saying to a lot of folks that I have a new practice. Sometimes I say it out loud and sometimes I don't. It depends upon whether people know I'm doing this or whether they think I'm totally insane. And I say, I'm so happy. I'm so grateful. I'm so blessed. Because when I do that first, that's what gets mirrored back to me. I'm so happy. I'm so grateful. I'm so blessed. And then I get to have that happiness, that gratitude, and the blessings show up in an even deeper, richer way. But I have to put it in the mirror before I get it back. We have to do it first. And I saw gratitude in advance while hiring angels. So the way I like to hire angels, I recently had an issue with my eye where I had to get eye surgery. And so I hired angels. And here's what it sounds like when I hire angels. Angels, thank you so much for giving me perfect physical sight. And I deeply appreciate all that you do for me. Thank you for guiding me to the perfect experts, to the perfect advice, to the perfect support, and helping me stay in that space of divine grace for perfect physical healing. At the same time, I deeply appreciate receiving perfect spiritual sight. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all you do. I love and adore you. Thanks. I'll see you tomorrow. So it's thank you in advance and hiring angels at the same time. And that really makes a difference. I also saw us sending blessing balls out to everyone, whether they're a potential client or not. When you send love and blessings and you send good energy and you have the best of intentions to support people, then it comes back to you in unexpected ways. It really does. I was reminded also that you are a blessing and you are blessed. One of the messages the divine has been saying to me over and over again recently, we are guiding you and you are guiding us. So when you see something happening in the world that you think that's such a shame, here's a homeless person, or here's someone who's struggling with their health, or here's someone whose business isn't where they want it to be, or someone's house just burned down, or here's a natural disaster. When you see something and you don't personally know what you could do to help them, you can direct divine energy to them. You see them as whole and happy and healthy and healed. And this is just a part of their spiritual journey. This is a part of their spiritual growth. And when you send them love and blessings, the divine will send that energy to them. And the divine knows what to do. The divine can create miracles far beyond anything we can imagine. So all we need to do is remember to direct divine energy where it is most needed and recognize that we are being guided at the same time. One of the most powerful states of being is grateful curiosity. How can I help? How can I be of service to you? What is something you're really excited about that you're working on right now? I'd love to help direct some resources your way. You don't know the difference you can make in someone's life just by offering to help them. It creates a really powerful connection. And that grateful curiosity about how am I being guided by the divine? What kinds of skills am I learning through this? What am I practicing through this? How is this helping me grow on a spiritual level? Such a good thing to remember because we are so blessed. And it's amazing what can show up for us. And I think the biggest blessing is having you guys in my life. I cannot thank you enough for showing up because I get all this stuff because of you guys. I write like crazy the whole time we're holding the attention. Because of you, I get a whole lot more downloads. So thank you so much. I love you all beyond imagining. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah. Have a fabulous week. I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.